Hi, my name is Stephen Allard. I'm the chef and owner of CoCo's Cafe in Mount Pleasant. We're located Houston Northcutt Boulevard in the Whole Foods Shopping Center. I'm here today to tell you how we have teamed up with FitMenu to create a healthier alternative of dining for patrons in the Mount Pleasant area. We are a traditional French restaurant, and we are here today to show you how even traditional French food is not always going to be the heavy sauces and heavy dishes that you're accustomed to, associated, I should say, with French restaurants. We are traditional on menu, but the preparation of food that we prepare is very untraditional. We are very health conscious and hope to be able to pass that on to our customers. Traditionally in a French restaurant, what you're going to find a lot of people use to produce your food would be clarified butter. When you clarify the butter, you remove all the milk solids from the butter, which gives it a higher smoke point, which allows you to saute. However, it still has the largest amount of saturated fat of any other oils. So we choose not to use clarified butter for anything other than traditional holiday sauce, which we use on French. No way around that. Another oil of choice that we do use occasionally in some salad dressings, but mostly to saute products, would be some type of vegetable oil. As long as it's non-hydrogenated, it's totally fine, which means that at a cold state it should still be a liquid form. If it's not a liquid, it's hydrogenated. Not good. And then here we use, for all salad dressings, in every other application, is a true extra virgin olive oil. This does have the lowest amount of saturated fats and the highest amount of mono unsaturated fats, which is the reason mostly that we prepare or use this particular oil. So the things I'm going to show you how to prepare today are just a simple seared scallop, like I said, and a small salad that is a very good seller here at the restaurant. Very healthy and very filling, very flavorful. And so I guess I'll start the process just showing you a few of the ingredients that we'll be using. First off, the scallops. Whenever you're shopping for seafood, always make sure that you have somebody, your seafood monger, with you. Choose the best product that you can absolutely get. When cooking healthy, the main thing is the highest quality ingredients that you can possibly find. Sometimes it costs a little bit more, but it's certainly worth it in the long run. So we have the large scallops. This is particularly a U10 scallop. We got these in literally this morning, so the fresher the ingredients, the better it's going to taste. The salad is going to consist of a typical romaine lettuce. We just shred the salad up. You can chop it any way you would like. We also have a radicchio, which is a type of chicory. This is more of a bitter green, or a bitter lettuce, I should say. Works very well with the dressing that we're going to prepare today. To do this particular dish, we do use the olive oil as opposed to a soybean oil. It gives it a little, the reason for that is olive oil has a higher smoke point. The higher the smoke point, the hotter you can get the oil. We don't want the oil too hot, otherwise we're going to burn the scallops. But you still want that nice caramelization on the outside, so we choose to use that. Another step that we take in the restaurant here, untraditional to most places, is instead of adding the oil to the pan, which a cold oil, as it hits hot, will expand, which, you know, it may be a tablespoon when you put it in the pan. However, by the time you get the product in there, it's more like a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons. So instead of doing that, we actually choose to brush the oil onto the product itself. That way you can control the amount of fat that you're using. And if you use a non-stick pan, which unfortunately I do not have here, you can use even less fat. And we always season with just a little salt and pepper. Keep it very simple. We want the product to taste like what it is, not something else. Let's just have it. Alright, so once the scallops are seasoned and brushed, on your saute pan, just over medium heat, while it's still cold, or lukewarm I should say, you go ahead and add your scallops to the pan. And one way that I particularly like to prepare seafood is basically what they call a hard sear on everything. Everything is cooked on one side. You don't very often put it on 2 sides. It's easy to overcook, especially seafood. We do a lot of seafood in the restaurant, and all the seafood we prepare is the same way. So while that's cooking, I'll actually show you how to prepare the salad that we're going to serve with. So like I said, here we have about a cup. This is enough for probably 2 to 3 salads in the restaurant. I have about a cup of the radicchio, about 2 cups of romaine lettuce. So for the vinaigrette, which I actually have prepared here, this is a candied garlic vinaigrette. These are basically the products that we're going to add to the vinaigrette. Raw garlic, always fresh, never powdered. Red wine vinegar, choose the highest, or find the highest quality ingredients that you can find. Some Dijon mustard, some extra virgin olive oil. We'll also season a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of sugar, but not a lot. The sugar is another thing that we try to minimize here. A lot of people don't realize how much sugar content most food has anyways, especially vegetables and fruits. But to make the candied garlic vinaigrette, what we actually do is add the garlic to a saute pan with the oil. Like I said, there's going to be enough for 5 or 6. And then once you put that on the pan, add it to a stove over low heat, and this is what you end up with. Nice golden brown piece of garlic. Garlic is actually as sweet as candy if you get it to the right state. So once at this state, then what you do is typically finish your vinaigrette. We take the garlic, we add the sugar into the garlic, we add the vinegar, Dijon mustard, and we actually put it in a food processor, let it go, and then we just forget about it. That way there's not a lot of extra ingredients manhandling to the product. This is what you end up with. It's a nice dark vinaigrette, very sweet, but naturally. And so that vinaigrette will add probably about 2 tablespoons. You want to make sure that you toss, especially with a thicker vinaigrette like this, that you don't burn, you don't overdress your salad. We always can add, but you can't take away once it's already made. For not only flavor, but for some health reasons also, or nutritious reasons also, we'll also add about a tablespoon of dried cranberries and about equal amounts of roasted almonds. Toss those as well. And that's it. Very simple salad. Just do a little bit of that salad. That way, as you see, we get that nice dark caramelization on top without using all the fat, which is typically what people are using. Finish. Typical fresh herbs, which is what I like the most. We utilize as many as possible in every recipe. Gives it a nice, fresh, clean feeling, mouthfeel as well as texture, as well as flavor. This is just an Italian parsley that we use. You could use whatever herb you have, whatever's fresh from the garden, rosemary, thyme, basil, you name it. That is the dish. It's a seared scallop with a shredded salad.
Hi, this is Shane Dahl. I'm the owner of Shaping Concepts Personal Training Studios in Charleston, South Carolina. And I just want to talk to you a bit about FitMenu today and why we have selected FitMenu as an integral part of our marketing and advertising strategy. Like I said, we operate a personal training studio, and one of the main reasons we chose FitMenu was it allows us to position ourselves in the community as an expert. Instead of just doing traditional print advertising and other direct media, which we have found not to be very effective, when we do these co-venture type strategies, it's basically a co-venture strategy within the restaurants. It not only builds credibility, but it projects you as an expert, and it shows people in the community that you care.